Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Risk Awareness Week workshop. Today, I'm joined by Shayne Kavanagh, who is the Senior Manager of Research at GFOA, and Shayne will talk a little bit about what they do. As always, remember to keep this interactive, ask questions, write comments below this video, and the links to the slides and some of the materials that we're going to talk about today, you will find in the middle of the screen to the right. So Shayne, thank you. Welcome to the Risk Awareness Week. Thank you for the second year. And tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing at the association and what we're going to talk about today.
Sure. Well, thank you, Alex, for having me here. It's my pleasure to join you and your group to talk about this. So first, a little background about the Government Finance Officers Association, or GFOA. We are a nonprofit membership association of about 22,000, a little more than 22,000 local governments across the US and Canada. So if you are watching this from the US or Canada, the CFO of the city you are in is probably a member of GFOA, or at least one of our state chapters. And our role is to promote better local government and better financial management of those local governments in the service of thriving communities. And what we're going to talk about today in particular is cyber insurance and cyber risk savvy, because just like many other types of organizations, local governments are dealing with cyber threats. And in fact, local governments are the most popular target for ransomware in particular. So our sector has a special interest in this topic.
And can I just add, by complete coincidence, I actually happen to work quite a lot with local governments in Australia, and city of Sydney, Melbourne, and some of the smaller towns in New South Wales. And I was always amazed at looking at different comparisons, because in US, Canada, Australia, I saw local governments, and these are the organizations that impact our day-to-day life. Like the decisions that they make, it has almost an immediate impact on the population living there. And I was amazed by the contrast on how local governments in these countries, kind of these English-speaking countries, were really moving towards this kind of financial literacy and maturity in risk management. And I saw a lot of local governments in CIS and Europe that didn't even know the word risk management. So it's so pleasant for me to see the amazing work you guys are doing. You're trying to kind of educate and raise risk awareness to your membership base, because essentially this is what Risk Awareness Week is all about. It's taking different concepts and different risk disciplines and simplifying them, and then communicating to the widest possible audience to make sure that we all benefit from this kind of competency of risk analysis whenever we make decisions. And buying insurance is quite an expensive and a very quantitative prone risk decision.
Yeah, well, I'd agree. In fact, we'll get into this a bit more detail, but just to your point, right, we've done research in employee healthcare insurance before, and different strategies for containing costs, and research there shows that local governments tend to underutilize self-insurance strategies compared to the market in general. So to your point, there is, I think, opportunities for savvier insurance strategies.
Because for local governments, overpaying for insurance means less budget for other important, city initiatives that benefit the community.
Exactly. Cool. So should we jump in then?
Yes, please.
Awesome. All right. Well, good. So there's a 4-step process for cyber insurance that we outline in the research report that this is based on. And I probably should mention the last slide was the cover of that research report. And Alex, I imagine we can certainly put the link to it for interested folks in the chat or otherwise in the notes.
Absolutely.
For this presentation.
It will be available for download.
Awesome. And what we're going to focus on here today are these 2 steps within this 4-step process, which credit goes to Anne. This is based on their cyber loop approach to considering cyber insurance. And what I'm going to do here is jump into the kind of first point, which is